Moms with sore necks, this one's for you. I'm going to show you 3 movements that I do when I get a sore neck. So when I'm talking sore neck, I mean like, you know, when you get like that pinchy feeling where like you feel like you can't move your neck and you kind of have to move your whole body and it's super inconvenient. This is what I do to help fix that. So the first one I tend to do is an interlaced fingers movement. So I'll show you from the side. So you could do this sitting down or standing up, whatever you prefer. But you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back. You're going to bring your shoulders up towards your ears, and then you're going to pull your hands away from you. And then sometimes this is good. Sometimes pulling my hands down towards the floor so I get a little back bend going is really good. Or even sometimes folding forward and pulling my hands up away from my hips, and then I usually get some cracks out, and that really helps. So that's the first thing I suggest, even though it's not necessarily a neck stretch, but it really does usually relieve tension or issues I'm having in my neck. The next one I do is a stretch for the sides of my neck. So typically you might see this one where somebody's like yanking their head to the side. I never do it that way because I find that's a little bit too much pressure, and I want equal bending instead of just like yanking. So what you do is you bring your hand onto the floor, sitting however feels comfortable for you, out to the side, so you get this nice stretch all along this side. Then bring your hand to your other side of your neck. Then you're going to lift your ear up so your head is draping over your hand. And then I usually hold that for like 5 breaths. And when I do it, I feel a stretch like from here all the way down my arm. That's definitely helpful. You're going to make sure you do it on both sides. So walking your fingers as far away from you with a straight arm, bringing your hand to your neck and lifting your ear up. And once again, I usually do it about 5 breaths. Or if it's feeling like it's really doing some work, you can stay longer. But at least 5 breaths, because if you go shorter, it's not really doing too much. And when you have equal amount of time on both sides, or if one side hurts more and you spend a little bit more time on that side, that's totally fine. And when you come back to center, this is movement number 3 that I find helpful. So once again, sometimes people kind of just crank their neck back. At least for me, I find that's uncomfortable. I am hypermobile, but like I find that if I do that, it's kind of crunchy, and I don't want that feeling. So what I do is I interlace my fingers behind my neck, and instead of letting my arms like flail out here, I bring my elbows in, almost like, if you can, touching your elbows together, then beginning to lift my chin. Doing that is really squishy in the fingers, but just like the last movement I showed you, it gives an equal lengthening through your neck instead of that crunchy feeling I was talking about before. And once again, I hold it at least 5 breaths, and that gets some really nice movement in for me, because I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time like this, whether I'm cooking or typing or holding my baby, and doing that is like the opposite movement, and that is something that is really good for our necks. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you liked that one, you can give it a like, and you can subscribe if you like. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for things you would like me to cover in the future, please feel free to let me know. I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.